Are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Hi.
All right, good. So, I don't have the slides pulled up, but I need you to, everyone, right? I'm going to go through the sustainment overview of the things that you need to more so than others, right? Focus on, okay? So I hope everyone's ready to write this, okay? So we're into the sustainment overview slide deck. And you guys and gals, I'm sorry, really need to understand the 3 levels of war, right? Because the concept that I'm saying right now, it plays into the rest of your bullet time, right? So I need you to really start focusing on, putting more effort and time into these concepts, okay? Because when you have a strong foundation, it'll become so much easier. I promise you, okay? The 3, let's see, I'm sorry, I lost my place now. Okay, the principles of logistics, the 3 levels of war, strategic level of sustainment, and what that means, and what does that mean to, what are its roles and responsibilities, right?
Can you say the last 2 again?
What did I say?
And principles of, and then
Principles of logistics. The units and capabilities, okay? The sustainment brigade. The 4 missions of the sustainment brigade. All right. So if everyone, I'm going to give everyone probably a couple minutes to pull up the sustainment, or not, I'm sorry, not the sustainment brigade slide, the sustainment overview slides. And so the sustainment brigade, right? What is the only organic unit in the sustainment brigade?
Pardon me, ma'am. It is the HHC.
No. Close, right? Close. But if you look at slide, what is it? What is the slide? I can't even, the thing doesn't say slide number, but try again. The sustainment brigade. What is the only organic unit in the sustainment brigade? Hello? If you guys know the answer, just say it.
The Forward Support Company, ma'am?
No.
The
The
Special
SPV,
Troops
ma'am.
Battalion, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The Special Troops Battalion, ma'am.
Everyone has to understand, right?
The STB.
Yes, it is the STB. In the sustainment brigade, right? The
Special Troop Battalion.
Yes, that is correct. Arturo, thank you. The STB is the only organic unit, or the only organic unit within the sustainment brigade, right? And so the other Captain Jarzen, he's actually going to go in depth about the roles and responsibilities and why is the sustainment brigade really important in the overall scheme of logistics, right? Not just the FSC, not in the BSB, but the sustainment brigade, okay? The SCB is the only organic unit. Just to go into depth just a little bit, right? I'm just going to go a little bit into the rabbit hole. The sustainment brigade, right? There's how it's made up is that there are different modular units within that sustainment brigade. So if you go to 10th Mountain, right, 10th Mountain Division, there is going to be a 10th Mountain Sustainment Brigade, right? The Sustainment Brigade supports the entire what? Supports the entire what? If you just pay attention to what I'm saying, right? If there is the 10th Mountain Division, and there's the 10th Mountain Sustainment Brigade, who do you think that Sustainment Brigade is supporting?
The division.
Perfect, yes. that sustainment brigade, I'm just using divisional sustainment brigades only, okay? Just to put everything into perspective. The sustainment brigade supports the division, okay? And this STB is the only organic unit in that sustainment brigade, because there are companies within the CSSB, right? The Combat Sustainment Support Battalions, right? With the sustainment brigade, it's unique because you can actually slice off teams within the companies or platoons, whatever, right? They can actually deploy them by themselves without their headquarters. That's how unique the sustainment brigade is, right? And their units, because they have and Captain Lasky did a great job. Their UIC is an alpha, right? If you see anything with an alpha UIC, they can actually deploy by themselves. And there are certain units, especially in the sustainment brigade, that they can actually deploy teams by themselves without their headquarters, okay? And so I know I'm just teaching you like without writing this down, but I promise it will make sense, okay? And so you have to understand, what are the 4 missions of the sustainment brigade?
Theater opening, theater distribution, sustainment, and theater closing.
Yep, that is correct. All right, so what are the 3 different types of brigade combat teams? Oh, Lieutenant Hudson is coming in.
SBCT, IBCT, and ABCT, ma'am.
That is correct. All right, now let's go into the Brigade Support Battalion, okay? What are the companies that make up the Brigade Support Battalion?
FSC.
Yes, I don't want to say that you're wrong, but yes, technically, in the overall scheme of things, yes, the FSCs do belong to the Brigade Support Battalion. Okay, we got HHC.
Alpha Company Distribution, ma'am.
Alpha Company Distribution, yes.
Bravo Company
Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Bravo Maintenance, yes.
Charlie Med.
And Charlie Med, yes. So this is like I'm going to teach off the slide deck just a little bit, right? The FSCs, yes, they are considered part of the Brigade Support Battalion, but who does the FSC support?
Battalions, ma'am.
What type of battalions?
Maneuver battalions, ma'am.
Yes, maneuver battalions or squadrons, right? Because Delta FSC, Delta Forward Support Troop, they support their squadron, right? And so you need to understand what capabilities they have within each of those companies, right? So Alpha Distro, what is unique about Alpha Distro? You'll hear it from my husband when he's going to teach you. He's like an anti-Alpha Distro. I'm anti-Alpha Distro. I was a Forward Support Company commander, so I have a bad taste about Alpha Distro from my experience. Okay, I'm not saying all Alpha Distros are horrible, but it's just me. But what are the type of capabilities are within Alpha Distro from what you remember from yesterday's sustainment overview lesson with Captain Lasky? What are the platoons?
They have a transportation platoon, a supply platoon, and a fuel and water platoon, ma'am.
That is correct. And so the BSB, who do they support?
They support the brigade, ma'am.
That is who's answering all that? Is it Benson? Who's
yes,
it?
Ma'am. Yes,
Benson.
ma'am.
I'm gonna put you on hold, okay? Sorry.
Roger.
Don't answer anymore, okay? No hate. I promise it's not hate. So, what about the BSB? I'm sorry, the Bravo Maintenance. What do they have?
Ma'am, they have the maintenance control platoon and the maintenance platoon.
Mm-hmm. And then what? And what does the Charlie Med do?
Ma'am, they have the behavioral health section, preventative maintenance, or preventative medicine, medical treatment, evacuation platoon, and a brigade medical supply office.
Okay, so what level? So who was that? Wiggins?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, don't answer this next one. So Charlie Med, right? Charlie Med, what type of medical care do they provide?
Ma'am, Lieutenant Boswell, level 2.
Roll 2. Roll 2. I didn't want to use roll because then that kind of gives out the answer, but you are correct. So it is roll 2. Roll 2 for what, at what echelon? Is it at the company, division, brigade?
Brigade, man.
Brigade, ma'am.
It would be for the brigade, yes. Man, you guys are on it. All right. So the FSCs, right? Their each unit, each brigade combat team treats it's not the same across the board. Okay. For the individuals who are going to an FSC, right? You might have a great relationship with your brigade support battalion. That's great. But sometimes that FSC, those FSCs might not have a great relationship with their BSB, okay? So it's not going to be same across the board. I need everyone to understand that, okay? And that really does play on how you operate. If you're going to be a maintenance control officer, right, or you're going to be a distro PL, that type of relationship really does affect how you operate, okay? And so I'm going to give you an example. So I was an FSC commander for an infantry battalion in Fort Drum from 2017 to 2018, right? So I was only in command for 1 year. And so I had a great relationship with my maneuver battalion, right? But I did not have a great relationship with my brigade support battalion because us as logisticians, right? At the end of the day, we support our maneuver fighters, right? He or she in the battlefield, right? Those trigger pullers. That is our sole job, right? And so my BSB commander didn't see it that way. And so that relationship between myself and that brigade support battalion commander affected how I was supporting my maneuver battalion, okay? And so, and that kind of trickles down into the platoon level with you guys, right? And so I need you to keep that story in mind as I keep going through these slide decks, okay? Then I'm going to add layers to the story, okay? The relationship matters, okay? And so as you move on, as you progress throughout your entire career, right? Believe it or not, a little bit of politicking relationship. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's just, it really does affect how you operate as a logistician, okay? All right, so on the BSB, yes, the FSCs are organic to the Brigade Support Battalion, but they are attached to their maneuver squadron or battalion, okay? Then you will hear like slang, right? And logistics like, hey, organic BSB. They're not thinking about the FSC. They're thinking about HHC, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, okay? And so again, remember the BSB supports the entire brigade, right? Which you guys are on top of it. And again, the Sustainment Brigade supports the entire division, and the FSCs support their respective maneuver battalions and squadrons. All right, so going down in the slide deck of the field feeding sections, okay, know their capabilities, right? Especially, the CK, which is what? What is the CK's capability?
Ma'am, Lieutenant Boswell, 800 meals 3 times a day.
Love it. All right. Fuel and water, the Foxes, 92 Foxes. All right. So what are the two different types of equipment that you can find in the fuel and water platoon? Crickets? Crickets?
Ma'am, it's the modular fuel system and the M978 Hemet fuel tanker.
Right. So what is the gallon capacity?
2,375.
So the gallon capacity is 2,500, but you don't fill it up, or I'm sorry, you fill it up to 2,375. Okay.
Cool.
But you guys are correct. It is 2,375. You fill it up, like in real world, you fill it up to 2,375, but the gallon capacity just for overall, right, is 2,500.
Ma'am, this is Lieutenant Whalen, if I can interject.
Go ahead.
That's just for the fuel tanker, correct? Because of the fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So you can fill the water tanker up to its full capacity.
Yes, do it. Every gallon counts, man. Especially who's going to JRTC. I know I was talking to someone who's going to JRTC.
I am, ma'am.
Who's I am?
Lieutenant Joe.
Lieutenant Joe, yes. You're gonna go to JRTC in August. Yeah, my husband's like, not a good time. I'm not gonna lie to you, you're not gonna have a good time because it's hot, it's sticky, it's rainy, and it's just muddy, right? And so yes, when it comes to water, fill it up because every gallon counts, right? And there's always stories to go with this, right? But I want to kind of get through the slide deck, then I'll layer everything to put everything into perspective. So yes, you fill that baby up to how much? What is the gallon capacity?
2,000 gallons, ma'am.
That is correct. Then what are the two different type of level maintenance?
You have the field level and the sustainment level.
Thank you, Aduro. Yes, that is correct. Right? Field level is just like that quick turn and burn, right? Think of it like Jiffy Lube and Vaseline. I don't know, Precision Auto Tune, stuff like that, right? You need something quick, and they have the parts on hand just to do those quick turn and burns. But if there's something wrong with the transmission or engine or anything like that to the actual component, it would have to go to the sustainment level. Okay. Then again, Charlie Med is Role 2. They provide that Role 2 medical care for the entire brigade. And how many beds, how many patient holding facility can they hold up to?
20 beds, ma'am.
Yep, 20 patients, perfect. And what is the RTD, or return to duty?
72 hours, ma'am.
That is, yep, perfect. All right, so now the medical roles, right? We got role 1. What is role 1?
Unit
level care, ma'am.
What does that mean?
Immediate life-saving measures, ma'am.
Yep, keep going.
CLS, ma'am.
Yep, keep going. Yep.
Medical evacuation from point of injury to supporting MTFs.
Yep. MTF is medical treatment facilities, yes. But one more, I'm waiting for one key critical thing.
Self and buddy aid, ma'am.
Yes. One more. I promise. One more.
T-triple-C, ma'am?
What's that?
Are you looking for T-triple-C, ma'am?
I'm yes and no, and I'm looking for one specific thing.
Taking measures to stabilize the patient, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So the one thing that not everyone is saying, but everyone is correct. So it's the Role 1 medical care at the battalion. Wow, I don't know why I'm having an accent. Battalion aid station. That Role 1 medical care, right? If those immediate life-saving measures or the self-aid, buddy aid, CLS is not, if that patient needs more than that, then they get evac, right? Evacuated to the Role 1 medical care. And where is that located?
The HHC, ma'am.
Okay, yes, but I need more. Who was that?
Lieutenant Cunningham, ma'am.
Yes, Lieutenant Cunningham. I need more. Give me more. Come on, you got this.
So I don't know if I can give you any more.
Okay, yes, you can. Yes, HHC. In what type of area?
The maneuver unit, ma'am. Is that the key answer? It's the HHC of the maneuver unit.
Keep going. Come on. You got this. You're like.
Can I phone a friend?
Yes, you can phone a friend.
All right, whoever wants to help me out.
Ma'am, Lieutenant Boswell, would it be 1 to 4 kilometers behind the line?
Lieutenant Boswell, I thought I put you on hold, man.
Not yet, ma'am.
Oh, okay. No, yes, but I need more.
Ma'am, is it the battalion aid station?
Yes, battalion aid station. Where is it located?
In a train?
Yes, what type of trains?
The company trains, ma'am.
No, no, it's not in the company trains. You got to go a little bit further back.
Field train?
No, you got to go a little bit forward.
Combat train.
Yes, the combat trains. The combat trains command post. There we go. We got it. Yay! Gold star, confetti. But too bad, like, Microsoft Teams doesn't have like filters where you can shoot out confetti. But anyways, so you guys were so close, but we're getting there. That's awesome. So the Role 1 medical care, the battalion aid station, right, is located in the combat trains command post. And Lieutenant Cunningham, she said it perfectly. It is run by the HHC company commander, okay? Does that make sense? No? It makes sense? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Like how I like feedback. That's how I know that everyone's like, okay, we're getting there. I like when everyone is silent, I take the onus like, oh my God, am I explaining things horribly? All right. So the battalion aid station, again, I repeat, the battalion aid station is located in the CTCP, okay? So those are the acronyms that we will use, right? Combat Trains Command Post is in the CTCP. CTCP, Charlie Tango, Charlie Pop, okay? And it's run by the HHC because the medical platoon is in the HHC. All right, so where's Role 2 medical care again? Role 2 medical care. Role 2 medical. Boswell, don't say anything.
The brigade.
The VA.
We're in brigade. We're in brigade.
Charlie Company, BSB.
Yes. What type of area are they operating out of?
The field train, ma'am.
I'm sorry. What was that?
This is Tony, but I said field train.
Not necessarily field trains. No.
That would be the brigade support area, ma'am.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, thank you. So Role 2 medical is run by Charlie Med, and they operate out of the BSA, right? So just think about who is in charge of it, or who's responsible for it. Who, what do they do, and where, right? So Charlie Med is the who. What do? They provide Role 2 medical care, and where? The BSA. Okay, so just think about if you break it down into those three Like, I like to categorize everything, so that's how I remember, right? Who, what, where, right? And so the role 3 medical, my husband or the other Captain Jarzen, right? I'm the better one. He's like the lesser, so I'm Captain Jarzen the better, Captain Jarzen the lesser. So that's how I'm gonna refer that. Okay. Like I said, I put my dog above my husband, so I love my dog. Because I don't have kids. Anyways, so he's gonna go more a little bit in depth about, you know, the slide deck is a little bit confusing, so he's gonna help clarify on the role 3 medical. Okay. All right. FSCs. Yeah, boy. This is my stuff right here. Okay. Yes.
Before we move on, just to clarify, so role 1 is ran by the the HHC, and then role 2 is ran by the Charlie Company BSB.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, Roger. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. In the FSCs, right? So, what type of field feeding equipment do they have in the forward support company?
Containerized kitchen and an assault kitchen, ma'am.
Yep. How much is the assault? Like, what is the capability of the assault kitchen?
It's basically heat on the move. So basically, like almost like a sterno. Basically, you have water, boiled water, and you can have food stored, and you can move it from place to place quite quickly.
Yep, exactly. We're gonna go into depth of why the assault kitchen. Like for me, I use the crap out of my assault kitchens. I rarely use my CK, the containerized kitchen, when for field training, and when I had to go to JRTC, I used the assault kitchen. That was like my buddy right there. Okay, so then the distro platoon. What capabilities do we have in the distro platoon?
Class 3 bulk fuel, ma'am. Transpo class 2 and 3, and I think that's 6. And then you get a PLS with LMTV.
Yes, so PLS, LHS, LMTV, and bulk fuel, right? So just looking at the distro, not just, who was that? Who spoke up? I'm sorry, who was that?
It's Lieutenant Hill.
Lieutenant Hill, not just Lieutenant Hill, but by looking at that, what is missing? If you're looking at the FSCs, right? Any type of FSCs in any of the brigades or whatever, what is missing? What class of supply is missing capability? Think, guys. There's a think.
Is it class 4 and 8, ma'am?
So the FSCs can transport class 4. Class 8, I rarely touch class 8. But what class of supply do you not see when it comes to distro?
Class 1, would it be?
Ooh. Who was that?
Is it Lieutenant Zeroni?
Lieutenant Zeroni. Yes. Say that again.
I said class 1.
What type of class 1?
I believe it's food. I'm guessing.
I don't like guessing. So
yeah, I'll pull it up.
No. So you are on the right track.
Yeah.
The PLS LHS can transport class 1 food, but what is the other side of class 1? Anyone?
Water?
Yes, class 1 bulk. The FSCs do not have organic capability of class 1 bulk. So, as logisticians, right, there is a shortage. So, tell me, before, just learning as, common sense, right? Where do you think we're gonna request support for class 1? Because me as the FSC, right, in JRTC, I did not have class 1 capability. So where do you think you guys are pretty smart, and I love it. So using common sense, right? Where do you think we're going to request class 1 bulk in their capabilities?
From Alpha Company, ma'am, distro company.
Ooh, who was that?
Lieutenant Hernandez, ma'am.
That is absolutely correct. Yep. So me, when I had to go to JRTC from June, July timeframe, I did not have any water capability. So I requested water, right? I requested to sign out a hippo, the water trailer, 2,000 gallons, right? To have on my, not to have on my books, for me to borrow. So I 2062'd a water hippo, or a hippo from the BSB, because that's my next echelon up, right? FSC, BSB, or Alpha BSB, then if the Alpha BSB, just so let's go on this train logic, right? If the Alpha BSB exceeds their capability, who do they go to request support? I
Pardon
heard
me,
some crow. What's that?
Pardon me, ma'am. If the Brigade Support Battalion needs assistance, they go to the Sustainment Brigade.
Yep, that is correct. Yay! Confetti, confetti. Yes. If so, I have a shortage, and I was in JRTC from June, July. My warfighters needed water, so it exceeded my capability, right? So I made a request to Alpha BSB for me to borrow 2062, right? The water hippo. But think about it. Alpha BSB is supporting the entire brigade. Just one company in regards to distribution operations, right? That's a lot for so I remember, let's see, this is just, I'm speaking only for 10th Mountain, right? Alpha BSB was probably 160 deep. Yeah, sounds about right, because my FSC was 75. They're one, yeah. So think about it, 160 soldiers to support the entire brigade. There's going to be a shortage somewhere, right? And so they requested a lot of equipment, supplies, whatever, to the Sustainment Brigade. So think about it. It's always that next echelon up, okay? Before I continue, does that make sense? Is that confusing anyone?
Yes, ma'am. Can you just run through it one more time?
But no, this is like, for me to understand this, it took me years to figure this out. And all of us at BOLIC, it's like I said, we're teaching you a new language and we're expecting you to know this in 16 weeks. Like, you know. So down at the tactical level, right, there's the FSC. FSC supports their maneuver battalion or squadron, right? It's the FSC commander. The FSC commander is the senior logistician, right? Not the S4. It's me, I'm the captain, right? I'm the captain now. So I support my maneuver battalion or squadron. I am the senior logistician for that maneuver battalion commander, right? So, but my next echelon up, moving up, right? If I exceeded my capability at my level, right? I'm going to request support to the brigade, oh my god, brigade support battalion, I'm sorry, wow, brigade support battalion. That's my next echelon up, right? That senior logistician is the battalion commander. He or she is the senior most logistician for the entire brigade, right? So he or she is advising logistics to that brigade commander at that level, right? The next echelon up is the Sustainment Brigade. The Sustainment Brigade commander, right, supports that, he or she is supporting that entire division. And he or she is advising on logistics to that commanding general, right, that 2-star. Huh? Oh, I know. Yeah. So does that, if you just break it down just to that level, I hope that makes sense.
So it goes from the FSC to the BSB to the Sustainment Brigade?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The FSC commander is the senior logistician. I had to say this again because a lot of people think that the S4 is a senior logistician. It's not. It's commanders. It's commanders. It's always the commander route, right? In some cases, I would say 95%. I'm just using me, right? Captain Jarzen. Captain Jarzen is a senior logistician for 214 Infantry Battalion. That S4 comes from the maneuver battalion, okay? That maneuver battalion in the H8C, he or she was a first lieutenant. So it doesn't make sense if the S4 is a senior logistician. No, I have more experience than that person, okay? So it's not S4s, it's commanders. FSC commander, BSB commander, and Sustainment Brigade commanders are senior logisticians for that respective echelon, okay?
I have a question, ma'am.
Go ahead.
So the Sustainment Brigade falls under the same as the CSSB as well?
Other way around. The CSSBs.
Are they not the same, but just the... Oh, wait, no. Okay, I see. So it's the CSSB is under the Sustainment Brigade?
CSSBs make up the Sustainment Brigade.
Right, okay. As well as the STB, which is the organic one, right?
Yep.
And then under CSSB, is that where you said the BSB was?
The BSBs are just that battalion in the brigade, that brigade combat team.
Oh, so CSSB is the same as BSB?
No, the CSSBs. I'm sorry if I'm confusing. If I'm not explaining clearly. Okay, so we're looking at the Sustainment Brigade, right?
Right.
They're at the division level. The Combat Sustainment Support Battalion are within the Sustainment Brigade.
Right.
And so going down to the brigade level, right? Just at the brigade level, who is supporting that BCT, that brigade combat team? It's that brigade support battalion. So now I know where you're trying to get at. The BSBs so the Sustainment Brigades don't have task organization. They cannot task the BSBs. Unlike how the BSBs can task the FSCs. It's just, so the relationship between the Sustainment Brigade and the BSBs, there's no tasking authority from the Sustainment Brigade to the BSB. The only tasking authority in the Sustainment Brigade is from the Sustainment Brigade to their Combat Sustainment Support Battalion, the CSSB. The BSB does not fall under the Sustainment Brigade. I'm going to write it out. I promise. But does that make sense?
Oh no, yeah. I was just looking at the slides, so I was like kind of confused with the CSSB.
Oh yeah, it's going to get confusing. It's going to get more confusing before it gets more clear.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Just get ready. But just to repeat myself, I know. Like I'm sorry for this. This is just how it is, right? Sorry, but not sorry. The Sustainment Brigade. There's the STB and the Combat Sustainment Support Battalions that make up the Sustainment Brigade. That's it. That's their own entity, right? And then they support the entire division. And in the brigade itself, right, now we're just going down an echelon, that brigade support battalion supports that BCT. But the BSB has those FSCs that gets shot out, attached to the maneuver battalion or squadron. Make sense? Probably not, but I'm gonna write it out, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I know it's really confusing. So now we're gonna go to me writing stuff out. All right, let's see if I can do this. Let me know if you can see my whiteboard. I'm pulling it up right now. Do-do-do-do. How do I do this? Can you see this whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Like you see this, right? Do you see me doing this? What am I doing?
You just scribbled
squigglies.
Is it the float?
Drawing a plot, ma'am.
Or the fleet? Or
Float.
What?
the float?
Flock.
No, no. What color?
Pink.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Okay.
Indigo.
All right. Let's do this. Okay. Be prepared to get more confused. I know. Sorry. Let's do this. All right. So now what am I doing?
You're drawing the float.
Yep, that is correct. This is the float, right? Ooh, I like this thing. Okay. What's this?
The
You're
enemy
drawing
map.
the enemy.
Yep, that is the enemy, okay? Remember, colors have meaning. Everything has meaning, okay? So, there we go. Actually,
I'm guessing you picked up one of those bamboos, ma'am.
no! I'm poor. No, this is an app that I downloaded from whatever thing from the App Store. So anyways, so here are the companies, right? So now this is the tactical level, okay? All right, so behind here, right, I'm breaking down to its simplest form, okay? So here are the maneuver companies, right? I'm just using my battalion as an example, okay? So I have Alpha Company, Bravo Company, they're all rifle companies, right? They're fighting the good fight, right? What's behind here?
Company train, ma'am.
The company trains, that is correct.
Company train?
Yep, company trains. Okay, company trains. Who is in charge of the company trains?
Is it the first sergeant?
The first sergeant. Or company commander.
Some of you guys have said you guys said the correct answer, yes, but we have to be more specific. What type of first sergeant?
The supply sergeant.
The maneuver
Supply
first sergeant.
Not the supply.
The company sergeant?
What type of company sergeant?
Maneuver first sergeant, ma'am.
Yes, we have to be specific. When it comes, yes, we have to be specific on what we're referring to because, like I said, when it comes to logistics, we have to be sure who and what we're doing, right? So the company trains is run by that company, that maneuver first sergeant, okay? So we have the first sergeant. First sergeant. I missed my first sergeant.
Ma'am.
Right. Yep.
Why did they do? I have a question.
Who is this?
This is Lieutenant Oduro, ma'am.
Go ahead, Lieutenant Orduro.
Ma'am, why did they do it the other way around? Why didn't they take us through the graphic military signs and symbols so that it would have made the class pretty easier? Looking at the echelon sustainment slide first before we went through this.
So your question is, how come we didn't go through operational terms and graphics?
Yes, ma'am. Why didn't we get maybe a refresher on that before we went through this?
So And that is a very good question, right? And your question is very valid. So there are certain things that you guys and gals should have learned at your commissioning source, right? Whether it be OCS, the military academies, or ROTC, then and here's us, right? So operational terms and graphics is one of those things that should have been learned at your commissioning source, you know. And I'm not saying one is better or the other, but and to go into my leading next point is that, like I said earlier, you guys and gals are learning transportation, quartermaster, ordnance, all in 16 weeks, right? And so those are the things like operational terms and graphics. It's a self-study for you. You have to develop that on yourself. And you guys and gals should have learned it at your commissioning source, okay? I know that's not the answer you want to hear, but yep.
No, that's okay, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, whoa. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just yelling at, yeah. So the company trains, right? They're run by who? We have to be specific. Who is it again?
The maneuver first sergeant.
Yes, correct. Okay. So within the company trains, what is inside the company trains?
FMT.
Yes, the FMTs, right? Okay, so I warn you, this is just me, right? This is Captain Jarzen. I hate being put in a box, right? That's just me. And so you have the FMTs here at the company trains, right? You guys are logisticians, right? And I need you guys to start thinking creatively. You have the FMTs. How else can you implement the FMTs? They're in teams, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how would you implement the FMTs? They're in teams. Just think creatively. How would you implement them?
Split them across each company, ma'am.
Yep, there we go. Perfect. Those teams is just what? I would say 2 dudes or dudettes in a truck, right? So that's how I split my teams, right? I did not have them in their each company. I'm sorry. Each company has their company trains, right? Sometimes, well, I backed that up. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. So yes, those FMTs, they're split up from my company and they are located in the company trains, right? So they're supporting each of those maneuver companies. So I have an FMT here in the company trains, right? So just disregard what I said because I was thinking about something else. I'm sorry. I get excited when I talk about this. So yes, they are. Back it up. Oh my God. So yes, those FMTs are split from my company. They're split into each of the company trains for each of the companies that they're supporting, okay? Because if something happens, right? If something breaks down in Charlie company, they get evac to the company trains and fix them. I'm sorry, fix whatever equipment that is.
Pardon me, ma'am. This is Lieutenant Benson.
I'm sorry, who is it?
This is Lieutenant Benson. I just have a question.
Mhm.
Would 92 alphas be attached to these FMTs or no?
No.
Roger, ma'am.
Nope, it's just the mechanics. Because the fight is moving forward and so fast, right? So, and you don't want to have it really depends on the size of your unit, the size of your capability, and that relationship that you have with, you know, the logistician's relationship with that maneuver battalion or squadron, right? So for my relationship with my battalion commander, he said, "Hey, Vic," I'm like, "Yes, sir. I need like the 214 at that time, they were always tagged to be the main effort for everything, main effort in offense, main effort for defense. So that means that they are always in the fight for a long periods of time, and they're moving fast, right? And so you have to think about, as a logistician, because we have a lot of stuff to carry and transport, you do not want to bog down these maneuver companies. You don't want to. And so just look, right, when you move forward in your career, just think about how can you best support these maneuver companies. And you don't want to, or squadrons, right? You don't want to, I'm sorry, troops. You don't want to bog down the pace, the tempo, right? We learned that from ULO yesterday, the tempo of how fast can they keep going forward into the fight, right? You don't want to slow them down. So in FMTs, they're just teams, right? It's just two mechanics and their contact truck. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, because if something is broken down here, right? It gets evac because what's the distance? 500 to 1,000 meters. They can immediately fix and go, right? So you don't necessarily have the 92 alpha. Oh, are you saying the 92 alphas?
For like maintenance control, ma'am.
No, I would not. No.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm. No, it's just the pure mechanics.
Roger, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. All right. So again, the company trains are right behind the FLOT, right? Or right behind the maneuver companies. It's ran by the company maneuver first sergeants. Maneuver first sergeants, okay? First sergeant, company trains. All right. So what's back here? Bloop.
Combat train.
Combat trains, ma'am.
Yes. What is the acronym?
CTCP.
Yep, that is correct. CTCP. CTCP. All right, there's a little flag thing. I'm a new maneuver battalion, right? And so that is, so sorry. There's a flag for representing CTCP and the battalion sign, right? CTCP. All right, who provides mission command of the CTCP? When I say mission command, who's in charge?
HHC?
I'm sorry, who is it?
Lieutenant Rodriguez.
Lieutenant Rodriguez. I know a lot of other people have jumped on, but it came out blurry. So you're the one that came out. Yep.
I was going to say, is it the HHC commander?
What type of HAC company commander?
Ma'am, Lieutenant Boswell, your battalion or squadron commander.
So, Lieutenant Boswell, you are half correct. So the HAC
Headquarters and headquarters company.
Yes, the HAC troop or headquarters, the HHT or HHC, they're in charge. They are providing mission command of that CTCP, right? They fall from what battalion?
The maneuver battalion.
Yes, the maneuver battalion. Yes. Okay. So here in the CTCP, what's in here?
The Row 1 medical.
Row 1 medical. There you go. What's it called?
The BAS, Battalion Aid Station.
Yep, the Battalion Aid Station. There you go. And what else?
A maintenance team from maintenance platoon of FSC.
Oh, yep, you're correct. It is a way. So this is just me because I'm not like other officers. I want you guys and gals to think creatively, right? I don't want you to be taught just only one way, and so that means that you're pigeonholing yourself, okay? Don't pigeonhole yourself, but yes, you can put it, and that's what I did. I actually put a maintenance team Boop, 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 boop. Let's do blue. A maintenance team from my company. What else can be put in here?
There's a symbol of a supply company as well.
Maintenance team.
What's that? When you symbol for what? Symbol for the supply, like.
I see a transportation supply company, but I'm not really sure.
Is a distribution platoon.
Okay, so let's. When you say the distribution platoon, you can put a distribution platoon in the CTCP, yes. And so there is no right or wrong way, but the key thing, and the reason why I'm asking these questions is that I'm not looking for a right or wrong answer, right? But it's just to have you guys start thinking that there's different ways to skin a cat. So yes, you can, depending on what your battalion commander wants, right? My battalion commander said, I want a small signature, right? Because my battalion was far forward into the fight. Everyone else was in the rear. Like the entire brigade was in the rear. It was just my battalion, right? So, and you have the CTCP, but my battalion commander said, hey, Vic, I want a small signature, so don't put a lot of stuff in my CTCP. I'm like, Roger, sir, got it. But I said, but sir, I do need to put at least a water, like, a small maintenance team, just in case if anything breaks down in your CTCP. Just 2 mechanics and a truck. And it's like, okay, I got that. We can do that. Oh, another thing. Shit, I'm so sorry, guys. Going to the company trains. What else is inside the in the company trains? That comes from the FSC. We have the field maintenance teams. I'm sorry if I'm jumping back and forth, but I just remembered something. You have the FMTs. What else?
Was it the FRS team from the main platoon, ma'am?
No, we covered maintenance. So just think about something else. What else we can? What's
Not
that?
the FRS.
The fresh?
I said not the FRS, ma'am.
No, because that fresh is huge. And I already placed my maintenance team. So at the company level, at the company trains, maintenance is taken care of for now. What else do you think I can put these these company trains for each of the companies?
Ma'am, Lieutenant Boswell, evac team, some medics.
So that's correct, but it's not coming from the FSC though. I'm talking about from. You are correct though. Yes, you definitely put evac teams at the company trains. Yes, you are correct. I'm thinking more from the FSC. What else? What
medical
else?
unit.
There's already medical units, Lieutenant Hassan. You're correct, but I'm talking about from the FSC. FSCs do not have medical units.
Could you have that food service in there, ma'am?
Yes. Okay, keep going. I need more. Who was that?
Lieutenant Hill, ma'am.
All right, Lieutenant Hill, come on.
I know you were saying you could probably have those, like you like using those assault kitchens, so or have one assault kitchen for each company.
There we go. Yep.
Company.
That's what I did. That is correct. AKs. I had the AKs.
Ma'am, I just have a quick question for clarification. So the company trains, all of the supply at the company trains is coming from the FSCs, but for the CTCP, that's coming from battalion level?
Okay, so each company has their own supply section, their own supply sergeant, supply clerk. That's organic within that company. It's not coming from me as the FSCs. Each company, right? No matter what type of company you are, they have their own supply sergeant, supply clerk.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep. and the FSCs are organic in the BSB, but they're attached. We get kicked out to support the maneuver battalions. Okay, so before I move on, before I move backwards, is there anything else or any other questions, comments, concerns, clarification? Okay, so it's the HAC company commander from the maneuver, right? That provides mission command of the CTCP. That battalion commander is doing battlefield circulation with the company commanders. He or she is like in the fight, right? And occasionally, like the battalion commander and sergeant major, they would come back, do meetings, right, at the CTCP and move it back and forth from the CTCP to the companies. Okay, so now here is the fun part. I love talking about what's back here before I get excited.
Field trains?
Yes, the field trains, right? So when you hear field trains, it's called the FTCP, okay? FTCP. We got the FTCP, CTCP, company trains. Company trains, CTCP, FTCP. So who provides mission command of the
maneuver battalions, HHC?
No. The maneuver battalion, HHC, provides mission command, is in charge of the CTCP. Who's in charge of the FTCP?
Would it be the maneuver battalion commander, ma'am?
Nope. The maneuver battalion commander will never go to the rear this far back. Remember, as far as he or she will go back will be the CTCP.
Brigade commander?
No. Hold on. Battalion commander and sergeant major. This is where they end up. This is where they stop. Who's back here?
OCT, probably?
I'm sorry?
OCT.
Who supports the battalion?
Ma'am, the Sustainment Brigade.
No. It's okay. We're gonna get there. Who supports the maneuver battalion?
Pardon me, would it be the FSC commander?
It is the FSC commander. The FSC commander is in charge of the FTCP. That's me. I'm right here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna stop at the FTCP, right? Because my husband has to go into, or Captain George in the Lesser, he has to go into the Sustainment Brigade and log stats. Okay. So this is like another hour. I know it's like, wow, why are we on this for an hour? But it makes sense, I promise. So my husband's gonna go on, okay, and he's gonna take care of you guys, okay? Okay. And I'm gonna put you all on a 5-minute break. But yeah, it's on Teams. But while we're on a 5-minute break, I am still on and I can answer any questions while he gets online. Questions so far? You guys are getting this? Interesting. All right, 5-minute break, guys. So come back at 0945.
Ma'am, what is the best reference to look at for the Army graphics and symbols? I have ADP 1-02 pulled up, but it's about 500 pages long. Is there a better place we can go? Because I haven't looked at the graphics and symbols since I finished ROTC in 2018.
I'm here, sorry. So, ooh, let's see, where is stop screen share? So, can you turn off? Okay, awesome. The correct answer is that ADP. Yeah, that is the monster doctrine, right? That's my go-to. Even though it's like 300-400 pages, I just do Control F. Because what you don't want to is you rely on your unit's SOP. A unit SOP might not have been updated for almost 5-6 years, and they're using outdated operational terms and graphics. So I know that's not the answer that you're looking for, but you have to refer to that ADP.
No, that's fine, ma'am. It's perfectly fine to use doctrine. What would be a good word to search for?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So now screen share. I'm learning so much about screen sharing. Let's see. Desktop window. Chrome tab. If everyone can go into Army Pubs, I've been using this website for almost my entire Army career, right? So then you go into publications. Is everyone seeing my little the website?
Ma'am, I just posted a PDF of ADP 1-02.
Yep. Yep, but I'm showing but can everyone see the website that I'm referring to?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. This is the website that you will be best friends with for the entire rest of your Army career, okay? Where is it? So go into publications. I don't know why I can't find it right now. Nope, not that one. Oh my God. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. So, but anyways, first steps first is Army Pubs. This is everything that you find, everything that will be updated. This is the one thing that the Army does well, is updating this website with current doctrine, okay? You can't go wrong with this. But I will actually post the link to the group chat, but I think my the other Captain Drazen's ready for you guys, okay?